Hi, everybody. So, today is going to be our last installment of Chess Rumble by G. Neri and Jesse Joshua Watson. Now, when we last left Marcus, he'd got in an altercation with Luttrell. Got in a fight, got beat up pretty bad, and he was still dealing with the death of his sister. But he's also learning some things about chess, learning how to think ahead before he reacts. So let's finish and see where we are. The next day at school, I stay away from Double Z and them. They won't understand why we don't go stomp on Luttrell and his boys. Instead, I look for CM. He in the old library cleaning it up. He look at my busted lip and my swollen eye and don't ask how or why. He just nod his head. I was hoping you would come, he say. I stand there for a minute, then I ask, you want to play? He shrugged. Well, you got your opening. You're here. He lay out the chessboard. So you want to run through this obstacle course I'm going to put out for you? Or you want to control the offense? Control, I say. Yeah, I figured you'd say that. How you going to do it? By thinking 3 steps ahead, I say. He nod again. Once you got your middle game, then the end game becomes clear. Where you want to end up? CM asked. I don't say nothing. He wait, then say, you'll figure it out. We play, and he beat me, but this time I'll last 15 moves. That's progress, he say. He set up the board for another round. But as I'm watching him, this question pop into my head and out of my mouth. You was a troublemaker when you was my age, wasn't you? He stopped and get this look in his eye. Yep, always looking for trouble. And what happened? I asked. Trouble found me, he said. Over the next month, CM and me play every day after school. We even talk about stuff that's bothering me, like Luttrell and my sister and my daddy not being around no more. He showed me that all them chess pieces is like family, that when one fall, the others carry on. They have to, but when one win, the whole family win. Then one afternoon, see him look at his watch, and I sit here, like he waiting for something to happen. What? I say. It's your move. Nah, he smiles. It's yours. That's when the door opened and Luttrell walked in. I stare at him hard. He frees when he see me. I jump to my feet, waiting for CM to stop me. But CM just sit there, staring at the board, a little smirk on his face. I look at my fists all balled up and ready to do some hurt. Luttrell looked like he don't know what to do. But with CM right next to me, I can't help but think about my next 3 moves and what could happen here. I could beat Luttrell to a pulp, something he deserved for real. But then, maybe a mistake would really kick me out of school. Maybe even have me arrested. Then what? I remember what CM told me about my game plan. Know my opponent. Know his next move. Do the unexpected. I glare at Luttrell. Then suddenly the words just come out of my mouth. You think you can beat me? His face scrunch up all confused. He shoot a look over at CM who nod and offer Luttrell a chair at the chessboard. You ain't afraid of me, is ya? I ask. Luttrell get all huffy. I can beat you, Fat Albert. I look him straight in the eye. Well, come on then. Beat me. I can see he know about as much as I did when I played Little K. But that don't stop him from getting all up in my face. I'm going to take you down, he say. I try the CM attitude. No trash talking, no reacting, only action. I want to win. Latrell stomp ahead with his pawns. I ignore his charge and focus on that king. I know he gonna do even before he do it. After about 20 moves, I see my opening. There it is, the king, with no way out. Checkmate, I say, just like seeing. Latrell stare at the board. He angry. You just got lucky, fatty. Let's go again, he say. I beat Latrell 3 more times. I actually start to feel bad for him. He's just like I was, all talk and no brains. So I made him a deal. He don't call me Fat Albert no more, and me and CM will teach him a thing or two about chess. Then maybe he stand a chance. Latrell stare at the board for a long time, then he say, okay. After an hour of lessons from CM, I can see Latrell starting to get it. How about a rematch tomorrow, I ask him. He look at CM, maybe. CM tell him to take the board home and practice. Latrell seems unsure, but CM puts one of the extra boards in his hands. When Latrell get up to leave, he stop and look at his feet. Then he say something so quiet, I can barely hear him. He whispers, sorry about your sister, Marcus. I don't say nothing, just nod. He look at me out the corner of his eye, nod back, and head on his way. Then it's just me and CM alone in the library again. I start setting up the board. You want to play me, I ask? He smiled. Sure. You got CM potential. I laugh. Say, why they call you that anyway, I ask. Well, I'm not playing in the competitions, so I can't really be a Grand Master, or what they call a GM. I'm not that good. But folks in my neighborhood call me CM, because to them, I'm the chess man. That's all they ever see me doing, you know? Then in the park, they started calling me Checkmate, because that's all I ever say, Checkmate. But now the kids here call me Chess Master. And that sounds about right. Being here, I feel like I figured out my endgame, just like you do. See him tell me he's starting a new program for school, a chess gang, he call it. We're gonna rumble every Friday night, like warriors. Play through to the morning. That's how you really learn your badge of honor. Warriors. I like that. I think about my friends. They all good at something. Why can't I be good at this? Maybe I can be in it, I say. Maybe, CM say. Think you good enough? Hey, I can hold my own against the chess master. He smiled, nodding his head. Hey, what about Latrell, I ask. He raised an eyebrow. I mean, we gotta have somebody to teach, right? Because trouble just gonna keep finding him. See him bust out laughing. Yeah, I think you figuring out your endgame. I finish setting up the board. Ready, I ask? Bring it on, CM say. And we start playing. Just two warriors in the library doing their thing. So let's think about things that might hurt you, might make you angry. And before you react, we need to think about what our next 3 moves are going to be. Until next time, I'm Marcus. Bye.